All right, let's do this. We have, yeah, okay. So I put on a trade, put on 2 trades today actually, and one of them was locked, and the other one was not triggered. So we can look at EU first. Let's see here. Not sure. Oh yeah. So this, I was waiting for us to come here. We didn't, but this price action over here was telling me that, well, we came up, down, up, tagged the same level. Actually, this is higher, I think. Okay, whatever, it's the same. And we start going down. So I'm looking for shorts, and that didn't happen. And I was automatically, I think the stop was moved to break even. Anyway, but my point is this. So if we look at the symbol, right, the euro, right? So what is important for this particular system? So I'm continuing on from last video for the multi-chart system, right? Because it's the Euro USD, I know that the volume kind of starts at 8 o'clock my time, 0800 hours, and the volume kind of disappears at, I don't know, 20, 21, whatever. But it coincides with overlap, right? Market overlap times, and I think we can see Forex Factory. Can we see that? Can we actually? Let's see, check one thing. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so it kind of coincides with the overlap. So we have the overlap here. It starts at 9, right? But I see volume from 8, and then we have the overlap until 18. So pretty much for the EU. We got the euro, we got the pound from 8 until 18, and the yen is useful for the first 2 hours, and actually the UJ is also useful here at maybe from 14 to 18. That's what I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, there was no really good trade example on the euro, so let's skip that, and we got this thing, and I have yeah, I put a pending on that was not filled, but I'm gonna show you something. So price went up, and price now is going down, but here this action in this is actually showing me that price changed side, and when we look closer at the bars, there's no real power gap that's needed for the move, and that's what we have, and so there's no real trade. But if we disregard power gap like this, you see, really big void. But anyway, so if we disregard that, we fell down to previous interesting level, which is this box, and this box is the move with the gap. That's the box, and I just, as soon as we get into the box, that's how far I draw it. I just draw it like this so I can see where the bars end. Anyway, right, so we get into the box, we're here, and then later we come back up, we come down, we don't continue, and we change to the other side as this bar is showing. We switch to the other side with this bar right here, and that's at my time is, I'm now confused. I need to find kinda, let's zoom in more. Oh yeah, so it's 5. Yeah, I thought I was confused. Anyway, so it's 5, and so at my current time, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, okay, I didn't see that we didn't have any gaps or power on H1, but I was looking at it and going, okay, so we have this box, and this box symbolizes where the power changed, right? So if we go to the M5, because this is H1 plus M5, We see this small box here, and you can see that small candles. This is overnight range. You also see the time here, and at 5 we change the power, so kind of somewhere here, and this is where we change the power, right? So if we change the power here, if this is where we change the power, then this is where the strength is, right? And that also means that within this gap, and this is now a refined area for entry, right? So we have this, we have this. I would like to get a fill here, but you know what? I'll take it, right? So I put a limit here. Mind you, I put the limit on later. Is it gonna work? Okay. I put the limit on like this, and something like this, and the stop, take profit was way up there somewhere, right? And I did this, I put it on like somewhere here. So I was here. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw it out. And I was not filled. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, now you understand, right? So this is the level, and this is like the entry price. And so for the H1, I was targeting the high, because reality in what it is I get like a kind of a bias, kind of a strength from the slow chart, which in this case is the H1, and then I refine it on M5, which is like the entry chart, and with the stop being closer, because I see where price turned more precisely, I can later I can get a better risk to reward. And as you see, this wants me to enter with 5 lots for a 5R trade, which is kind of nice. I mean, obviously I could have just traded if I was here at the time, which I was not, absolutely not. But obviously I could have traded the chart straight here, just enter a market and trail, you know, with these tops here. Just gonna show something. Oh, that's not good. Here we have the tops here, and I mean, come on. So we got. It's possible to trail it beneath, right? Because we got tops here, and obviously, like with the two-wave trailing system. I'm getting off the topic, but with the true two-wave trailing system, I could, where when this is created, now this is created, we have a low and a low. When this is created, we have a low and a low. So when we are here, I could have a stop here, and I would risk very little, right? And when we are here, I could have a stop here, which is basically at entry point, and at later it would be like okay, 1, and then yeah. And later I could claim that, well, this is a reversal formation, and I could also claim that this is even more apparent reversal formation, and yeah, my trading system would take me out here for like 1 to something. But anyway, I could have traded straight on the chart. That's not what I did. That's not the point. It was simply appending. I left it to get filled, and you better believe I took it on the other chart, which is H1 only. I put entry on. Anyway, so my point is just to show another example of the H1 plus M5 system. And these times could be, I mean, really anything. It doesn't really matter. But what is important is that the volume is there, because this is FX, right? So if I try to find something here, and if my bias is short and I try to find something here, it's not going to be that good, because I know from experience that at 0 to 100 hours, volume comes, note the bars, volume comes to this instrument, which is the USD JPY. 0 to 100 hours, volume comes, and it can be used at that time. And at this time, the signals are not that strong, and so it's important to think about, right? Especially for the refining of the, like this symbol where you refine it on the fast chart, right? So this action is already also switching to long side if you think about it. But a down, down, closing higher. Oh, we switch sides, cool. We have some gap here, cool. We got some kind of price formation here to go longer. It's quite high. Here is a better one, right? Maybe here. It's an example for another day. Anyway, I'm gonna remove the extra lines now, and I'm gonna not trade this, and we'll see what happens. And also, yeah, I was a previous trade. I was long the euro here. I was long the euro because up, down, up, and we switched to the upside at some kind of previous level. Just eyeballing it. This is on H1. And I was long the euro because this symbol here, the doji spinning top kind of thing. And this line was where my buy stop was. And I was targeting this. But later we hit the resting power, as you see here. We hit it here, right? And because of the reaction, remember, follow price, right? Follow the power. What is it telling you? Because of the reaction here at the last resort, if we defeat this, we're gonna blow straight through it. But I put my take profit here. We didn't hit it. I trailed somewhat, and when I saw the hit and hit again, and we closed beneath this, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? We are rejecting the highs, and I took it out somewhere here. Not sure what I got, 1.2 or whatever. But that's that. So that's that trade. Anyway, yeah. I hope you learned something, and if you like the video, like the video. If you have questions, post your questions. That's it, and I'll see you in the markets, right?